Um, 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 no, I don't want to update. Kivas. Echo, 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 echo. Damn. See, this is what the fuck I was talking about. You know, if the Tuesday stream doesn't do well, the Thursday stream tends to suffer as a result. But I was beginning to wonder if you were alive. What, you thought I killed myself over my Wi-Fi going out? Come on. Is that how little faith you have in me? How did I know it would be like that? Like, damn. Who do you think I am? Attica? Now, that dude was a kind soul, but not a lot of mental fortitude, objectively speaking. You know, evidently so, right? I think about him every day. And I can't go out like that. You saw the Instagram live. Probably. I mean, I was there. You know, when he was literally crashing out. And it was sad to see. I'm not gonna get like that over some fucking internet. We all were. Yeah, I hope so. Also, yeah, Zythe, I remember you. How could I forget? Hi, Yowie Butt. Yo, Cardboarding, I'm gonna keep it a stack. That kind of made me sad that you genuinely thought that for a second. Like, I ain't gonna cap. That kind of hurts a little bit. Because, like, that tells me that you think I'm the kind of person that's just Alt F4. And I'm not. I'd crash the fuck out of a bad internet. Yeah, but I wouldn't, like, irreversibly change the course of my life over it. I would just have a miserable nights, which I did. Because I couldn't, like, watch YouTube or anything without it, like, cutting out every couple of seconds. And I'm pretty sure it was because of construction. I don't know if it's still happening. But we'll just have to hope it's not, you know? And if it is, it'll be around, like, 1:20. Which is 10 minutes before I end my stream. So it's not like I can just, you know, do it or, like, stream around that time. Or, like, schedule around it. Because that would require the stream to be less than an hour, which is pathetic. I'm not going to do that. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Time is scary. And if you're a bitch, no, I'm playing. Yeah, I mean, but it's coming for us all, so instead of wallowing in fear, do something with it. But yes, I hope everyone's doing well. I have here the track that I was working on, didn't really get to work on. I didn't even get to lay down anything because I was too busy talking, which is fine. I liked the conversation that I was having, and then it got cut short. Which is really sad because that person, she don't watch my streams, you know. I don't really, it's not like I want her to. I'm kind of indifferent, but it's like, you know, when someone is here who isn't normally here, I get to talk about things I don't normally get to talk about, and yeah. Also, my country has appears to have traded weather with Birmingham. Isn't that fun? What's it called? Damn, I could have sworn I was energetic right before I hit go live. I don't know what happened. Well, to be fair, I was like crashing at 10 or 11. I don't even know when. It was at some point. I think it was after playing like a shit ton of Melee. With a friend. I mean, yeah, it was one of those sessions where I'm just like, oh, I'm still bad. You know, I'm seeing no progression and it hurts. But also, I didn't really get a crazy amount of sleep. I woke up in a pool of sweat at 8 in the morning and I couldn't go back to sleep because I was constantly sweating. And so I decided to just stay awake anyway. I had some coffee at like 10 and that shit has a half-life of like 12 hours. You know, it lasts for 6, stays in your system until 12 hours. Fuck. And by around like 9 or 10, I just dead, completely tired, napping every 30 minutes, 20-minute naps every 30 minutes, right? So I'm awake for 10 and then, you know. But yeah. Traded in the insane heat for permanent waterfalls over everyone. All right, well, I mean, at least it'll be less hot afterwards. But but yeah, so I'm just kind of like running on fumes somewhat. Like I tried to have some black tea to keep myself going. I did. I chugged that, and it hasn't really done anything. The ad broke the silence. The silence was 2 seconds long. As you'll come to realize once the ad is over. At least it's not like Twitch where it'll give you like a 3-minute ad break sometimes. Because screw you. And their site makes a lot less money in advertisements. Still gonna be permanently mad at Twitch for deciding fuck your VODs. Because the data's too expensive. Like, yeah, I get it, but it's also like, I don't know, it's inconsiderate, and it's also like big dickish, because what are we supposed to do about it? Go to another platform? What, like Kick? Yeah, you're funny. I've gone big. How so? Ethan Gamer 37. Going on Kick is insane. Going on Kick is insane, yeah. You know, it's pretty hard to make it I guess, you know, to get any sort of recognition or attention onto your channel as a streamer if you're not doing clip campaigns. 26 subs, that's baller, dude. Congrats. And clip campaigns would be like, I mean, back in the day, like earlier, like shorts posting, like you would just have an editor or a couple of people in your community who would be clipping clippable moments, and then, you know, or like you would have like contests and you would directly like pay the people who get the most popular, or let them keep like a share of the revenue or something or whatever. Pardon. But nowadays it's like there are websites, you know, where people it's sold to people as a way to make money, because you can, you know, just use a bunch of like auto clipping software, which everyone does, you know, just auto edit, auto caption, auto this, auto that, you know. But not only are there services, but Kick has their own service for whose clips are the most popular and how many people are clipping their stuff, and you know, it's a whole different sort of rat race, you know, because like, yeah, clip farming is prevalent, but it's also like, so are people who clip things into short form content. And I'm just not that kind of creator where I'm like doing shit or like, you know, planning out scenarios in a way or setting things up to have those clippable moments. And so I'm shooting myself in the foot every time I stream, because like I'm not selling myself out to the clipping machine, as it were. But, you know, I think that creates a more natural vibe. Watching big streamers in general is alien to me. Watching huge streamers to me is alien. I mean, there are some like streamers on the bigger side that I'll watch, like Manko or You know, so every now and then I'll tune into a Ludwig stream or like a stream VOD if the event is interesting enough. Or like Dark Viper AU, just because, you know, I like what they do. Or like some of the more popular Melee streamers, which is not like, they're not popular streamers by streamers metric, but they're popular by Melee's metric. But you can talk to without paying a shit ton. What big streamers are you watching? I mean, well, I guess like paying like to have them respond to your thing, because otherwise it would just get lost in a void. Yeah, I know what you mean. But no, yeah, I never found myself watching like a super big streamer like an XQC or God forbid a Kai Cenat, like normie stream content, you know, which is crazy that that's a thing now. And that's where most of the eyeballs are, is that IRL sort of, yeah, just normie stream content. It's kind of unfortunate, but that's just a fact of the matter. God, my stomach hurts. Anyway, we have this track here that we're working on, and it's certainly a track that exists that has sounds in it. And I need to add more of them. No, but in all seriousness, I need to meet the people who actively stay for a full Kai Cenat stream. Same. That's the wrong one. There we go. I don't produce this thing on, it just is on. Reverse polarity, what am I fucking doing? I just need to put this sound in real quick, because I know it's going to be in the track, so it's like, might as well just plop it in. But what's it called? We have this track, and I might be able to reboot them and fix their like computing. I don't think that's possible. Yo, lurk check. Is anyone else in here though? Just to see some variety of color in the chat would be nice. And I don't mean no race. Do hit like on the stream if you haven't already. It would be nice. What's it called? So I need to. Damn, I was so much more on Tuesday, and now I'm not, but whatever. You get fume bread today. It's probably because no one said anything about fume bread. Damn, my quips are structured way worse. Only I remain? That's really fucking sad. Jesus Christ. Yeah, tis the punishment of having the Wi-Fi go out for like literally 3 hours straight, and I couldn't even like go on my phone to end stream because there is no way to do that. There just is no way to do that for some reason, because YouTube in their infinite wisdom think that like I'm always gonna have access to a computer with Wi-Fi or like a hotspot or something. No, I saw the view count. You don't gotta tell me, but you know, well, 5 other people, but because we got Ethan Gamer 37 in the cut. But yeah, YouTube loves making things difficult for no reason, because I guess, you know, fuck people who stream. Let's prioritize all the not geriatric. Let's prioritize all the 40-year-olds who could be watching real content and give them AI instead, because it's way more efficient, and we can prove some functionality out of this technology. But whatever. So I have this track, and I talked to some people about what the fuck should I do, and someone suggested like just do the same chord progression for the drop. Hi Kyle, welcome. And so I might do that. I might just do some sort of future bass, euphoric ass like future bass sort of vibe for the drop. But you know, to remind you all where we're at, it's the same thing from earlier in the week, so it's like I'm pretty sure it's lost its impact. Although he was born without a soul, tongue redefined what it meant to be whole. I want to know who the fuck said that and slap him across the face.
Don't cut me down, I ain't go to class. I'd rather die before I come in last. I ain't feel like this in a long time. I ain't feel like this in a long time. I ain't had sheets in a long time. Just to feel like this, it took a long time.
And I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for the pre-drop fill. But this is what we got so far. And I think it's pretty good. Tongue cubed is the biggest thing to ever come out of my country. New Ken Carson album. I'm waiting for the day that any of these quote-unquote underground, despite them being mainstream, rappers do anything interesting with guitars. Instead of just make their beats louder or more arpeggiated. But whatever. Will he be the national animal? I wish tung 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 Sahur wasn't as big of a meme as it is. Maxim every day 4789. I'm gonna ask you a question really quickly. Are you Epic Archer? Or do you happen to know anyone by the name of Epic Archer? Just shooting this out there. Completely unrelated. You know, I'm just kind of shooting shit out there. That guitar is very Skate 2 Band of Horses coded. Good work. Thank you. I really like the vibe I created. And if you're Maxim, if you're confused by the question, then don't even worry about it. And the answer to your question is yeah. Who the fuck is that? Okay, yeah, good. That's not, it's fine. No, it's just because it's a question that reminds me of a conversation that I had earlier today with an individual who shall be unnamed. No, but yeah. Yeah, I'm familiar with the term. Or unless you're referring to a specific person like Lance Stroll, in which case I'm also familiar. But you also might not know who that is. A song? No, it's, by Aphex Twin. Oh, I thought you meant the term to refer to... No, I haven't heard the song Window Licker. That's really funny. Does Star People by Jane fit your underground rap with guitar thing? It's not underground, though. Jane's not underground. She tried to they tried to don the sound. Sure, but that doesn't really mean anything. And also, Jane has venturing already, so it's like... doesn't really count. It's not like Ken Carson has a shoegaze alt, you know? What I might do is... I don't know how much because I'm attached to the way the intro sounds as is, and I want to make it sound as little like a build-up as possible, but I also want to add more shit to make it sound more like a build-up to justify the drop starting immediately, because I don't want it to have the same flow as this. Like, well, the problem is it's leaning more towards like this anyway. Jesus Christ, that's messy. Also loud. Wait, that goes to here, but my FL, where does that go to? Ow! Yeah, whatever. Add the dilemma sample. Huh? Yeah, I guess I should get rid of the, when it comes in. Where is it? Yeah, this patcher. I guess most people don't know it by name, but you'd know it if you heard it. I also probably wouldn't. Would I be able to look it up by looking up Dilemma Hell yes. Oh boy. Sounds like a fire sample. Hold on, give me a second. Let me just Boom, 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 and boom. Well. Alright, let's get to Googling. Dilemma. Meme sound effect button for soundboard. I guess it'll be this, but this is way funnier. Drop this in your game. Hello? Oh, this is for voice mod, right? When did people start calling it that? What the fuck are you guys doing to culture? Why is it called that? Oh, you know what? Never mind. Because I associated it with, like, because it's spelled, yeah. It literally is the ah from Dilemma. Okay, no, because most people say this as, like, you know, how people are just, like, you know, do you understand where I'm getting at? Like Dilemma ass sample is what I thought you were saying, but no, the song is called Dilemma, you're right. You know, yeah, okay. No. I mean, maybe. Also, I already have it somewhere. I don't know. I might not. Why was that uploaded 5 months ago? Why is it coming back in rotation? Jesus Christ. What is meme culture? And why is everything recycled to an audience who wasn't there the first time? And I'm just copying the same flow is the idea. This is my canvas. You know, that's our starting points. Now I already know that I want to do something like that, but like, wait, that's fire. Thanks, thank you. It's like kind of nothing right now. I need to like, you know, it's gonna like have mad fills and, you know, all that good stuff. To be like a drop that's, you know, gives you chills. The idea is the chills effect. Do an NCS super polished future bass drop. I don't have the swag for that. That would be a good idea, but like, I almost forgot how like normal future bass sounds. And I'd look it up, but I don't want to get claimed again because it's like it does hinder the. I make up. Are there any swag in that? I'm not saying it. It has its own style. I say that to mean just style in general. Like I don't have that specific swag, you know. Not that it is swag, but like the, you know, whatever. Okay, I guess I'm using it like it doesn't mean anything. I don't have the brain for it. Anyway, I also forgot how it sounded. And I make about 20 cents to 30 on a good day, 30 cents from revenue alone on a stream. Or about 7 if I get claimed. And it gets neutered and then like, you know, that's half my money gone. Come on. You know, and I want to get into the habit of like not having to deal with that in the first place. Because it's not like it's going to automatically remove the segment or like mute it. I have to go into the YouTube backend myself, wait for it to get claimed, and then decide, do I want to like mute the music or do I want to mute the whole segment? It was when I was playing the tech core section of that Dylan Tall Chief song. because it's a copyrighted song, whatever. Damn, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Well, I know vaguely what I'm gonna do. I also know... Let me just do what I know is going to happen. And that includes slide notes. I know I'm going to be slide noting my slide off. And I will do that by setting the slide range in this bass to be an octave. So, you know... What? Is my MIDI keyboard not like... Okay, this just in. The slide notes don't work on my MIDI keyboard, or the slide knob, rather. It's being inputted. I don't know why it's not cooperating. That's really funny, and neither does the modulation knob. What the hell? Alright, whatever. But I'll be like sliding the notes and stuff. Nuke the whole generation. That's how I feel sometimes. So we're gonna be automating our nuts off. So that's just not the button I wanted. Why doesn't this slide note work? That's a mystery. I'm sure if I just restarted FL, it would work just fine, but I really don't feel like doing that. So to get the actual notes that I want... Gee, why the fuck would I ever want to select automation in the channel rack, FL Studio? You fucking idiots. Who programmed that? Who thought that was a good idea? Was it Duda? I know Steve had a hand. I'm gonna do minus 100 cents. I really wish I had snapping. It doesn't. I have to do this my diddly damn self. Why is it going from 90 to 100 and fucking 2? I can't say Witter. What do you... Twitter? Why not make it in Porta and do it in MIDI? Because you can't control the speed individually. Copy this. Paste this. Copy this. Paste it here. Single curve. Because let's say I wanted it to be like this or like this. You can't do that in MIDI, you know? I want to make music so bad it's not even funny, just have no motivation to start. I hate to break it to you, but that kind of means you don't really want it as bad as you think you do. And also, are you a musically inclined person? Have you made music before? Because when you say start, that implies to me that you haven't done that before. You know, which is fine. It would just be way harder to... care. I have. You have or you do, like present tense, in the past. Like way back. Then what's stopping you from just opening software? I do want to do this. I'm right. If you're starting a skill, I think it's best to just fuck around and have the most fun you can for, I don't know, like a year. Or just however long you want. Because you'll be asked and you're going to lose motivation quickly if you're trying to be good day one. Well, yeah, true. You can't expect, like, the world from yourself. I want this to actually be here. Do I? My family also has a lot of musically talented people in general. That should help then. And this would go up to... Copy that value, and then we paste it here. And I'll probably change the way the chords are on the bottom to like further reflect what I actually want to do. Make this unique. Oops. Copy this point and then move it here. My dad and grandpa are both really good at music, and my aunt was on The Voice, but some of my talent ended up being coding. Talent, like, that's just what you feel like you're really good at. Yeah, just open the DAW. Like, literally nothing is stopping you but you. Like, you don't have to overcomplicate it. Be like, oh, well, I don't really feel like it in the way that I feel like I should be feeling like it. Like, no, like, you just fucking do it. Like, I'll tell you right now, it's not like I really have motivation to stream today. I have a schedule to stream, and then I'm on the stream, and I'm already streaming. So it's like, you know, by the time you're 15 minutes into the thing you're doing, you're already, like, knee-deep. It's like, whatever, you know? Well, I wouldn't phrase it as locking in because I feel like that's a fight with yourself. When it's not really a fight, it's more like submission. It's more like just allowing yourself to be the person you want to be rather than forcing it. If that makes sense. And then... Yeah. I just won't even do nothing for this part of the chord progression, and then I will boom. And then for this part, I will get rid of this and bring over all of this. I hate the term locking in, and it's over when the grind culture bro started using it. I mean, I kind of have like an ick towards it, but I also do think that, like, I don't know, it encapsulates what deep focus is like for things that require it. I use it ironically. You think... I mean, if your definition of using it earnestly would be like also using grind set in the same sentence, then like, yeah, sure, it's ironic, but I think you use it to mean what you're trying to say. So it's not really like an unexpected thing. Also, I also think the definition of irony is completely thrown out the window, but you know. I think you mean more to say sarcastically most of the time when people say ironically, but alright, this already had the pitch bend, so that means I can make this unique, and then it starts here. And then I'll copy this one. Yeah, that's a chord progression. So I know this becomes this. Yeah, and yeah, Yeah, sure. That's a chord progression. Single curve 1. I want to be more aggressive. Yeah. This has more high end and more loudness than I'm used to for like my supersonic stuff. Just because I noticed that that's really the main difference between my sound and the sound that is traditionally popular within the scene. Is the high end entirely. I mean, my bass response is pretty good. That's, you know, I make stuff that's meant to really like bang in the whip. But the high end gets a little neutered by SoundCloud, and people tend to overcompensate for that by boosting. Where is it? My mouse is getting blocked by my fucking desk. Elements, shit on it. There's like a drawing tablet here for when I used to play Osu. Don't even worry about that phase. By boosting around like 10k, because around 16k is when there would just be a drop because of MP3 compression and all that. But like they tend to boost past and go to 20k, which is excessive. You know, around here you're not gonna hear that anyway, or you will. It'll just be fucking loud. Have I seen those TikToks? I have been made aware of that trend. Ethereal ab beat where they just, you know, increase the detune, which is really funny because people will try to name anything out of anything just to, you know, say they're participating in a trend, and then people will hop on that trend because it's a trend, and, you know, they want to be the person that makes it and, you know, bring something new to the table when everyone's basically doing the same version of new, so it's all the same anyway, so like what do we fucking do? But whatever. Yes, I have been made aware of that trend. It's really funny. That's it. It's really funny. Okay, so I'm pretty sure if I leave the sidechain on, I have this problem where when I open the project for the first time, the sidechain is always activated. It's not happening now, because of course it's not happening now, despite it being an envelope. So I have to turn the automation clip of it down, and I have to bring it back in at some points. The detune, what are they feeding these producer chords? Yeah. I'll do the 16th note, fucking boxy ass sidechain. Have I heard any of Yaya's music? I don't think I have. Maybe I have? I don't think I have. Here, you know what I'll do? I'll go through my Spotify, which I stopped using a while ago. I'm trying to transfer everything over to my like actual computer. Let me see. Oh, really niche Bengali producer? The answer is probably no then, actually. Oh, I guess I have. What song even is this? Let me just not get claims. Is it on Spotify anymore? Not according to what I just found. Oh! All songs are re-uploads. Yeah, I know this song. Yeah. No, he's dope. He's dope. Okay, Spotify is closed. Alright, so I need to automate the LFO tool so the sidechain doesn't sound activated here. And I'm pretty sure if it automates in, sometimes it does just activate. No, it's good. Okay, good. Yes. I'm going to transition from Ableton back to Cubase, so I'm forced to learn the fundamentals properly. If it works for you, I guess. Is it ruined yet? Not quite. It's in the process, though. You know, Ableton handicapped me on being too effective. It's a mindset thing, but I mean, I'm sure different software would encourage you to think about producing differently, which is, you know, useful. Also, have you heard this yet? It's in the throwaways. It's truly some shit. It's very oddly motivational.
I'd rather die before I come in life. I ain't feel like this in a long time.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's that good shit. I have heard this. You fucking better have. Also, I know you started with Cubase. I'm very familiar. Yeah. I'm gonna change this to something else, just a placeholder. I recognize that sample. Oh yeah. Wait, which the card you want? I fucking hope I'm not missing some joke here. Okay, let me. How does YouTube copyright system work? How does the Cardi acapella not get claimed? It's repitched and has different instruments over it, so it's basically a different song. If I were to play the original song, like with the beat and all, then like yeah. Sometimes acapellas do get claimed. Sometimes they get claimed as acapellas because for whatever reason, I don't know. Which is really funny, but like a lot of the time I just get lucky. You know, I am so tempted to time you out. I'm not even joking. I might just do the smoke bomb thing, and then because songs have official. No, I know that. I say for some reason a lot when I know the reason, just because I think sounding more assertive makes me sound more pretentious, and so pretending like I'm a little stupid usually makes me more relatable. In a way, right? Fucking Lolrix, hi, that's a name I haven't seen in a bit. Hope you're doing well. Honestly, real shit. Yeah, it's just like a prior experience thing. I've been called it one too many times. Not recently, but just in life. That's like, alright, well, something's gotta give. Scar. Yeah, that's how you type EQ too, exactly. Yeah, enter, and it's already here. It would have been way smarter to just, quick 100, and then... My uni's gonna start next month, I hope it goes well. I'm sure you'll live. We are in... You know, just, you know, this stupid ass. You know what I mean. And then next year we'll be moving to the UK. Are you excited? I wouldn't be. No, I'm playing. It's a nice place. You don't have to dox, but you know, like, where about? Seattle is still the goal. I see. Also, Scotland. Oh, fuck no.
Scotland forever!
If you know, you know. I gotta study the accent and shit. Yeah, you'll live. Demo man. Does this even flow? I feel like this flow is shit. I could work with that. Edinburgh. Oh my god. Yeah, I'll do... What do I call this lead? It's fucking Scar. And then... I'll call this... Saw. Oh wait, I didn't make it unique. I'm actually so stupid! Yeah, And then this will... Well, first of all, let me... And then this will be... this, and then... Saw. Yeah, that's actually how you just pronounce... It should pronounce saw. Bro, just typing shit. I'm trying. You know, that one. And then it's a saw. You know, what if we do that? Alright, the fucking bass is still playing, dickhead. Piece of shit. Shut the fuck. Yeah, and then I have to change the flow of this if I want it to sound like any good at all. But I am excited that it's the field I love, design and animation. Oh, hell yeah. Best wishes from me as well. That doesn't flow right. It has to be this. Lol dicks. Oh, that's mean. And then, oh shit. And this probably wouldn't have the bass part anyway. I don't even know what's here. You know. And need something here. And my brain is telling me to put the XGen Studios sound effect in here for the cajillionth time. And I almost want to say no and be like, well, surely there are better options out here. Yeah, maybe I can do the piano thing. Like the, what Kyrian we're in? Like the, like that thing? Honestly, I'm surprised I hit it first try. I don't really play piano like that. I just know notes sometimes. I downloaded Marvel Rivals. Why would you give yourself a virus? What is wrong with you? The thing, yeah. I'm pulling fuck, damn. I'm pulling damn! I'm pulling hella ehos. There we go. Jesus Christ. Fuck. We get there. It takes a bit, but we get there. But the sounding us like shit. Where the piano thing. No. Bruh, damn. I'm sorry. I'm trying. Oh, it's only 2 beats. I'm actually I can't count. Yeah. You know. And then this would be like da da da. You know, so it has the attack to it. You know, fucking fuck. Alright, we're good. We're okay. We're alive. No, it's over here. And half of it would be covered by the saws, and then it comes in. More interrogation. Have you ever played Hotline Miami? I have not played Hotline Miami. The fumes getting to her. More like, I mean, look, the tea's coming in. The tea's coming in just a little bit, you know, not enough to like overpower the fumes, but the tea's coming in. It sounds like I'm talking about incoming news, but I'm not, I promise. Okay, so step 1, we're going to compress this, and then we're also going to add some reverb and also EQ. And it's not in that order. I think it's more like this order. If anything, it's sort of like this order. It's kind of a no-no to EQ after you compress, but like I do it all the time, so I fucking whatever. Yeah? Oh yeah. Play Hotline Miami. I swear to God, it changed my life, no glaze. A couple of games did that for me. I don't know how much more my life can be changed by a game, though. You know, it's like you experience so much that like not a lot of things can get to you, which is. I'm not trying to like be like I'm a hardened individual, but you know how it is, right? Like Undertale changed my life. Watching other people play Bully when I was a kid changed my life. What else? That's about all I can think of about like games that had a significant impact on my psyche. So it would be hard. I mean, there are definitely ones that like, you know, formed my brain in a certain way, like chipped at that, but like as far as impactful changes go, few and far between. Not that I don't believe you, and not that I won't eventually play Hotline Miami, but like, you know, it's results may vary. The game changed my brain chemistry, and I'm glad to hear that. And more. Yeah, it needs to be unnecessarily like sparkly. You know, and then we are going to compress, boom, boom, bam, bam, bada, bam, boom, pow. And I start having complex projects again after I adjust the Cubase. Should I also stream to force myself to actually keep working? If you think it'll work. I don't know. What works for me might not work for thee. Like, does it work? Kind of, not really. A lot of the time, like, in moments where I genuinely have no ideas and I'm just putting shit down for the sake of putting shit down, I will end up with either something good to work on when I'm not streaming and not worrying about the boring stuff of making music, or a dead project. So it's, you know, it's hit or miss, but that's just like kind of music anyway. So I'll tell you now, if you ever do decide to play both games, do not do prior lore research deep dives, because that's what I did and it ruined the whole ending for me. Well, I never do that. I try not to. You know, I would look into speedrunning GTA San Andreas, but I forgot. I mean, I remember some important plot points, but not enough to be like, it would ruin the entire playing experience of the game, like how we get there. You know, like I still want to play the game for myself first before I look into speedrunning, but you know, when the story is actually able to be ruined and things like that, you know? Cuz like that's part of the fun, you know, is getting to watch it all unravel. And I got GTA 4 spoiled to me by some video, which sucks. I got it kind of spoiled, but like I don't know what it even means, the ending. Yeah, it's because I haven't really pulled the piece. I haven't played the fucking game yet. But I want to. Another one on my list, just because I hear the story is riveting, and I've only ever played it as like a kid on my friend's PS3, just, you know, blowing up cars and running over people and not really processing that. I'm from parts of the area that take inspiration. Although the stuff over the bridge is not the stuff that's directly over the bridge. It's the stuff that's like farther inland. At least the architecture and like the road forms they take like inspiration from. Yeah. 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 What? Yes, there we go. It's nice and compressed and like attacky. The deep dives are also like low-key beautiful, like the videos themselves in my life too. Oh, absolutely. You know, because they can give you a new perspective on like the thing that you already played. You know, maybe like shed some light on things you might not have paid attention to otherwise, which is nice. I envy you living in a non-myopic shithole. I guess I try. The first 4 notes sound like I'm at a... Yeah, it kind of is. I'm at a payphone. Or that's like fucking, you know, the yeah, there you go. Now I'm gonna get claims because I'm so accurate. I might just use an acapella actually. Yeah, I'll write that down actually, because I never got to use payphone. But I have it on my computer, I'm pretty sure. Do I? Payphone. I don't. Wow. Well, shit. Payphone? Question mark? Alright, what about Half-Life? Yo. I, again, kind of got it spoiled to me, but it's... The whole bundle was on sale, and I bought the whole bundle. Didn't start it yet. There's a lot of, like, source games, single-player source games that I still need to play that I just haven't gotten around to. Which is kind of sad. There's one that I still haven't finished. Again, I got it spoiled to me. I think like the friend that I asked, or like I was watching a video and like they warned me about spoilers, and I'm like, I might not play this game anyway, but then I wanted to play the game, and that ending being spoiled for you is kind of devastating. It's kind of the opposite of what you would want. But I still have to finish Cry of Fear. Good game. I sampled it a couple of times in my tenure of making music. If I fucked up that zoom one more time, I actually would have thrown my computer out the fucking window. Maybe I want to compress the reverb as well, so that there's like some ducking. Oh, that's why. Yeah. And then we can go ahead and just turn it up. I knew about Half-Life's existence but never got into it. Then one day bought the entire Valve collection for like 28 bucks on sale, and a month later tried it out. And then it became my favorite game along with Hotline Miami. I hear very, very good things about it, you know. And I know about its existence just like, you know, as like a staple in the collection of Source games that you absolutely need to play. Just, you know, real hood classics. But like, you know, just haven't gotten around to it. It's also fucking Cruelty Squad. Not a, you know, not like one of those must-play games, but it's one of those pyrocynical games, and I'm just like, oh, I gotta play it now, and potentially speedrun it. It looks like a fun run. Did I tell you I was actually considering professional Beat Saber at one point in my life? It's the only thing I got good at, and I got really good, and I fell off. What stopped you? There we go. Haven't been good at this since I was like 15. Like you like fell off, like hard fell off, like shit. Yes. Why am I not doing any octave stuff here? I feel like it would fit especially. This is the highest part in the progression. Use a damn son of real trap shit tag, yo. Maybe later. Yeah. Use a Trapaholics mixtape tag. Maybe later. In the song. I don't mean later today, by the way. There's a future-based section. Maybe in a part that would justify it, you know? I do want this to just be euphoric, you know? Maybe at some point. Maybe at some point, bring in some Trapaholics. We make it look easy. Dunk with your voice. I mean, if I'm still good at the game, I was just not anywhere near the leaderboards like I used to be. I see. Yeah. So fell off by your definition. I understand very well. Yeah, Sarsky. Maybe I won't do this, and instead I actually have an idea. Watch this. So we're going to put a delay on this hoe and make it like that or something, and then just put a little Edison on that bitch, and then just like right, and then I'll just call this synth verb. No, it's head underscore synth verb. And yeah, that's good, right? Yeah, cool. And then we can do right click, hit ER. I could never lose my talent, yo. I stay goated forever. I mean, to that point, I have nothing to say. Never mind. Some shit you just don't lose. I'm sure if you got into Beat Saber, like really got back into it, you'd be back on your bullshit by no time. In no time. By no time. What the fuck? Why is my grammar so bad today? Holy shit! You managed to make instant, easy Ableton tasks actually efficient in Ableton in FL12. There's a way easier way to do that in like the 20s. You would just like hit Alt R. I'm pretty sure. Like select a section, hit Alt R, and it's already in the project. You don't have to do this bullshit that I'm doing here, where I go head synth. Is it not Oh, I didn't actually fucking put it anywhere. I needed to save it in the folder for the project's sounds. Boom, bam, bop. Yes, I put it as untitled. Fuck. Untitled head. Let me open path and then head underscore synth verb, just to have things. No, don't change the extension. And that's gonna have to the head underscore synth verb dot wav. Yes, no, it's the dot wet. Why is there an actual icon for that? What? Whatever. I only started using the same like 5 plugins and sample packs. Do you ever use new stuff? On stream, I don't, because that would take time to dig through, you know. But like off stream, I'll sometimes get a little wacky with it. The fumes, it's the fumes. It's absolutely the fumes. Why I'm so inefficient right now. No, but like, shit. Oh fuck. What's it called? I don't know. I can do different shit with similar plugins. For me, like I think I don't really need that much to change a sound from song to song. I think what I use is signature to what makes my sound my sound. And only when I'm trying like something truly new am I using plugins that are. Oh hell yeah. Oh fuck yeah. Maybe I'll only want it to be this long. Let me. It would be here, and then boom, boom, and then boom. FL12 things. When you get SFX packs and stuff, the internet, you just kind of look for stuff whenever you need it. Like I would look for certain, like trap kits whenever I'm making certain beats. Which is why I have a lot of cymatic stuff. When I was making EDM stuff, I just have a lot of cymatic shit, which I think is pretty useless in the context in which I'm working. You know. What I realize I haven't really gotten around to doing, just because I don't have the time or don't take the time, I think is more accurate to say, because I don't take the time, is make more snares, because I only have like so many, you know. I'll make some as they come, and I'll sometimes have a couple of projects where I'll make a snare and just never save it, but you know, I don't really be making snares like that, which is sad. I should be doing that more. I don't think there's a major job I haven't tried for long enough to understand how they work. I've had a hyperflip and DAWs and forgot about making music. Happens. Oh yes, sounds resource is nice for like sound effects, like from games and shit. Pretty useful. Ow! Shut the fuck up. That's not on FL20 something. There's a keybind for this. It's E in your keyboard. I don't have that to delete things from the mixer. I paid a friend of mine to code a sounds resource bulk downloader. Fuck yeah. What the fuck? So I want the jump in volume to be a little more dramatic. So I'll like increase it like here, then have the curve be steeper. You know, a little too similar to what comes after. Yeah. Maybe let's make it cooler. Let's add oh shit, let's add a filter sweep. So safety cuts, double tap enter, it's already here. Automate this, pardon me, and then boom. Yeah, cool. And then this is, you know, fuck it. Yes. Oh shit. Yes, cool. Complex software is fun. I don't have like an obsession over it though. I use the sounds resource to get FNAF sound effects because I low-key was on a FNAF game grind a while back. Like I would make FNAF games. Oh, that's fire. Cool. Yes. Now we can get to like, let's put some basic drums down. I don't want to be streaming for too much longer because I still have some food I wanted to eat. weed I wanted to smoke. Don't do drugs, kids. Where is I should yeah, boom. Yeah. And I use this on only this yaoi butt because all the other ones are like not quite there. This is exactly where I want it for most cases. You know, and it just fits. It just works really well. For what the fuck I want to do, and if it ain't broke, you know, don't do drugs, kids. She could have only gotten that idea from Benjamin Netanyahu. Kashmir Volume 3, of course. We on Volume 4 now, Auntie? There's a Volume 4? Sounds like some more shit I don't fucking need, like... Only enough to feel okay for a bit, just barely, potentially. I mean, I ideologically disagree, but, like, whatever. You know, I'm not the police. Those who know. Fuck. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just add another. I'll add another fucking square. Another fucking. I agree with the disagreement. You better square. I'm only half joking. Oh, nope, none of that, none of that. Boom, bam, damn. Shit. The saw should be here, if anything. And another square. It's just. It's over here. Yeah, that's the minor seventh. How we're kind of locked in. Fire. I've heard a melody before. Where is it from? Those who know me. Don't those who know me. I mean, because some people don't know the police, you know? And they're not exactly recent. Fun. There we go. I used to spam those who snow during winter. As you should, honestly. I hate this saw. This saw. I wonder if I can get a cooler one out of SAR. Where is it? Because the SAR default patch sounds nice. Let me just... that's... It's way more like classic sounding. For some reason. It's just slightly different. Enough to be like, oh. You know, like versus... Ow! Right, because they're fucking, like, octaves apart. How can I make that so that's not the case? Oh yeah, transpose. Oh yeah, cool. So I moved this up 2, so I need to move this up 2, and then I can move this down 2, and then I can come back into here, and then... You know? It's that analog feel. I think it's because it's subtractive. Probably. I need to learn how synths work. I mean, honestly, same. I don't know dick about subtractive synthesis. I still don't quite know what FM does. I just know it sounds cool. Not Serum's FM, like actual FM. I also need to learn, you know, I need to learn FM8, that old ass plugin. I need to learn Homicide, that old ass distortion plugin. I gotta learn a lot of shit because I watched the video of somebody reverse engineering a Skrillex growl, and it does require a lot of old plugins, and also like, you know, specific legacy Ableton filters, which like I can't be fucked. But you know, you can get 90% of the way there without that. And I know Serum's FM is actually phase distortion, which I also don't know what the fuck that is. Also, hi 8-Bit Boy and hi Biggie Boy. The two boys joined at the same exact time. One song to finish until the album is done. I hope it goes well. FM8 and Massive. Yeah. Though the Scary Monsters growl was done with FM8, which is fucked up. Shout out Rickster, shout out Cure Audio. I think it was a Rickster video, if anything. I don't know, I forget. I just remember the guy being kind of cute. Just because he would like talk so much and be clearly very passionate about the sound design. That's about it. You guys where? I'm gatekeeping this shit. No, don't ask me. Most definitely Rickster. Okay, probably. I just use faceplant for everything. Yeah, real. I've never touched faceplant yet. It looks interesting, but I like finding my own solution for things like that and getting a cool sound out of it. I mean, not Rickster, what? No Q Guys. How? Yeah, exactly. No, the Q Guys market went into liquidation. They're going out of business today. And you're too late, if anything. But do like the stream, though. And also, I'm very glad you didn't come up to the stream with the first message. Who is this or hey, it's the Huffin guy. I would have been on that ass. Yeah. Okay, cool. Do I want to do the 16th note crazy sidechain, or do I want to do a normal sidechain? I don't know. Hey man, I'm a minor. Watch it. That's not what I fucking meant. Get your mind out of the fucking gutter. I hate faceplant. Jesus Christ. What am I doing? Let me, I'll use the kick that I've been told doesn't sound right for this section, which annoys me because I like the kick, so I'll use the kick. And it's, this kick. Kilohertz Death and Suffering button. Good morning, Octavia Prod. Welcome to the stream zone. Only stream inside anime streams. Why'd I make it unique? Holy shit, I'm actually, like, the fumes. The fumes. Because why? What the fuck am I doing making that shit unique? I also don't think I want that snippet in the beginning. The kick sounds nice. I like the kick. Like, come on. I mean... This way better to do this, by the way. Transient, shaper, double tap enter. Did I miss the enter key twice? I did. I hit shift. Oh my shit. What is loading? I feel like I accidentally opened the rat. Yep, you're banned. Have a good day, buddy. Fucking Christ. It's over for me. Let's give it just a little bit more of a click. And sharper click sort of deal, and then just a bit more of a bit more of a thump. And yeah. Maybe a little too much of a thump. Maybe we can decrease the gain going into it. Yeah. And shit. Nice and punchy this kick is. Hyperflip Diddy DM'd me on Discord earlier today, kind of funny. Who the fuck is Hyperflip Diddy? There's some lore I don't fucking know about. And Diddy, count me in. Oh, you're so funny. It's not quite a 16th note since there's 6.46 milliseconds of latency going into this. You know. Hey, when I find a plugin I like, but it costs like half a new house. What are you scared of? Getting a rat on your computer? Root Tracker Soldier. Why did two people independently come to the same conclusion? There's a black hole in my ceiling that leads to my neural network. Is that like the thing that like you look up to think? Maybe it is a little clicky. Maybe. Yeah, well, whatever. It's my swag. Fuck out of here. I need to find a snare and do some perky shit, and then do some 16th note stuttery staccato-y yada yada. That's a fucking didgeridoo impression. Find a snare to this fucking. I miss hood irony. You mean good? Did you mean? Okay, I actually don't know if you meant to say hood irony or good irony. You can't mess up a hyperflip block kick thing. It's the stupidest thing ever. You can make it too clippy. You can make it too clicky. You can make it too thumpy. You can absolutely mess it up. I've heard kicks that I think sound fucking terrible. Or at least are subpar. Like, I think Cluely's kicks are a little too distorted for my taste. Hood irony was tough. Okay, yeah, hood irony, yeah. Yo, this last song is actually pissing me off so much. Oh, man. You'll make it. I have the worst art block right now. You'll live. Honestly, people have survived wars. No, but in all seriousness, I'm sure you'll overcome it. It just takes time and a little bit of trusting the process. You know, kind of being okay with something sounding like shit until it eventually doesn't. Maybe this will be fine. It probably won't be, but maybe it will be. Jesus Christ! Clicking in a snare should never be that difficult. Art block will make you Not me, but it'll be hard. Hard irony was a phase of music 2022. No, I know. I recognize. I just thought you typoed also. Somehow, for some reason. Yep, the snare's being sidechained. I'm a genius. There we go. Yeah. Every meme is over when enough white people start doing it. Yeah. After listening around the hyperflip share, I wholeheartedly believe in nobody doing it like the bread. Real shit. In other news, or slightly related news, fucking Mo Shop's alt SoundCloud account started following me, which is pretty funny. You hate fun and whimsy. Yes. Some people are just stupid, you know, and make jokes watered down and ruin the meaning. Like when people thought a low taper fade was a fucking flat top. Like, that's... Maybe it was the white people all along. I'm like, shit. I mean, look, you know. It could be you. It could be me. Type of shit, you know? Like, sometimes... you have to call it Mo Shop. Yeah. Mo Shop. But obviously not a main. Because fucking... I'm not clouded enough for that. But yeah. I'll put it in quotes because it could just be a fucking joke. But Dylan Tallchief follows that account. So, like, you know. Shit. Yo, Yaiba just followed me. Yeah, that's the crazy follow. Also, I got fucking Disc Channel finally noticing my dumbass commenting on the bro step part. The recognition in the scene is starting. It's festering. I can feel it, you know. Maybe I'm actually going somewhere, but I'm probably not. Alright, awesome. Fight Club has an amazing OST. Interesting. I need to do some fills and shit. Maybe, do I want to do this again? Yeah, I guess, sure. Dariacore becoming mainstream. If it ever gets called that, he'd probably start a fight. It kind of is just because of Jane alone. The range from caliber to Cochise is pretty eclectic, IMO. Yeah, yeah, it just is. It kind of is becoming mainstream. Also, the sound is getting a little more farther away from the OG albums. But like, a lot of people have came across those OG albums and just like haven't come across the rest of the scene, you know. Apparently, there are some big names in the scene that I just don't know of. Like, I think it's like Crafter 2011 or something. I don't know, or someone like that. Who recently came back and it's legendary. I don't know who the fuck this person is, and I feel kind of bad, but also feel like I'm not missing out on much, you know. Psycho Boy Jack is really good, even though it's simple. Sometimes less is more. Off topic, but who's single? Not me. I can tell you that right now. Flipping Hyper in FL Studio. Tricks non-top. Is that how I pronounce that? Yeah, Crafter 2011 is the OG. Well, no, Leroy's the OG, but yeah. Crafter 2011 is kind of old. In the range in the scene. Again, never heard of this person in my fucking life until like a week ago. You know, so it's like, that gives you any context as to where my brain sits in terms of the sounds I gravitate towards. Like, I like the older Carbine stuff. And most people that I talk to are kind of okay with the older Carbine stuff, and they like Zave more, and I'm about Zave, like whatever, like it's kind of nothing to write home about. About a week ago, I was waiting for someone to fucking yeah, I'll be generic. Actually, I'll do that. Got you know, like this. Fix Mojang Bedrock. Yeah, Mojang's the game, Bedrock's the company. I wish Bedrock had a better rap. But, you know, how can you convince people that it's a more competitive PvP game than Java 1.8? And it's not comparable to 1.9. It's a whole different fucking ball game, but don't get me started on Carbine doesn't get enough credit, I think, because, yeah, no, for the older, like, hyperflip stuff especially, or, yeah, just like that sounds, I thought was very cool, you know. Dariacore, whatever, and the Leroy shit is, woo. Yeah. I'm listening to Sense 21, and I want to learn about Leroy like a year ago. That, yeah, a lot of people's intros to the genre is not Leroy, which is fucking odd to me. I think if my intro to the genre wasn't Leroy, I probably wouldn't have liked it as much, honestly. Because the thing is, listening to Daria 1, it's like the shit that I was already doing on FL Studio just turned up to 11. So it was like hearing myself from the future. It was, you know, and it's why it stuck. But it was in like 2020, like 3 or 4, I think. No, probably 4. Yeah, like, hold on, I need to confirm a timeline really quickly. This is important. DAW rotation alt. That'd be pretty funny. .com. Gotta look myself up because I'm a fucking narcissist. Please don't get... Okay. Why limit yourself? SoundCloud has 3 times more music than the others. I'm sure it does. Every song is a different DAW, and the album cover is a screenshot. So it's kind of like Screenshot, but with different DAWs. December 24, 2023. Yeah, so 2023 is when I started listening to dariacore. I've been in the stream for 2 hours, so the fuck I'm actually geeking. Well, the stream uptime is 2 hours, which I'm surprised it's been that long. Still a certified loop. I've never used Looperman in like so long, but I'm still keeping this as my bio. But yeah, 2023 is when I started listening to Le Genre. And I was pretty late to the game. I said Looperman. I'm sorry, did I speak too fast? I'm a little caffeinated. The tea hits. Video game stream when I have more of a following and it's a funnier concept. They tried with Hyperbounce. No one did or is doing anything close. Yeah, no, yeah, Carbine sound is like, I haven't heard it really replicated ever. And, except for like, no, I just haven't. I just haven't. I remember trying to do something like old Carbine, and then it became something completely different. Which is fine, because I like when music does that to me, but, you know, whatever. Steege introduced a lot of people, apparently. Yeah, that too. I know Steege does not fuck with me. I know her bitch ass does not fuck with fembread, but, like, it's a different story. Each song is named after software. Genius. Hassan volume is close, but he's not doing hyperflip. I see. But yeah, video game stream would be funny. It's just, you know, I want to be music first and foremost and first and foremost. And I think dariacore is good. Tricks. Wait, what the fuck am I doing? Yeah. Oh shit, I remember it? Oh boy, what'd you remember? Hollow Memory also has a great OST. I think I've probably heard something, you know, in passing. When's the fill gonna start? I do want to do the same thing it did. How did I do it in place downtown? I'm not gonna play the. I'll play the version that's not as loud. Oh yeah. It started here. Da 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 da. Then. Don't want to copy that. Yeah, I guess this is the reveal to the wider SoundCloud world that fembread is indeed Smoke Bomb, but Stream is meant to keep that a secret. All right, so it lives and dies with you people, you all in the chat, who I hope have liked the stream, by the way. It would be nice. I am a little aggressive about it on the nose, but like, come on, it helps, you know. Algo boosting. I'm gonna be like Paul Revere in the Discord, in the Hyperflip Hub Discord. I mean, look, publicity, you know what I mean? I indeed have liked the stream, yes ma'am, thank you. Sorry, my voice is chopped today. I didn't get a chance to really practice. Viewers, if you enjoy the stream, shake. No, don't do that. Keep it in the pants. At Grog help. Writer's block got you in a chokehold, huh? My bad joke, call everyone sir. No, it's all good. I'm just, you know. Making sure you come correct. There's no acapella in here or any sort of vocal chops. I might just cheat and use some pre-chops that I have just to like get her going. Who look you be twerking to this be so for real? Yeah. I have a couple of ideas for chops that I could use. First, let me get this one. I can't spell. I have, yeah. What do I have? Wait, when? Why do I have it spelled like that? Whatever. Beamer chop 170C. What's the video of the one kid rapping about Elmo or something? I already made a smoke bomb out of that one. That was, not mine, random. That was... the smoke bomb. You know, where the second drop is some real fucking...
This better work, Viceroy.
I stole the fuck out of that flow from someone on TikTok or something. At the time, I didn't realize why it was in my head, but then afterwards I looked through my sample folder and I'm like, oh fuck, I blatantly stole that flow. Oops. But, you know, it sounds fire, so of course I'm gonna use it. Like, shit. If you set foot in fem, Cordina will become an urban legend. I hope so. I could use some fucking motion. Putting that video into my sample playlist for later. It's fire. 2 in the morning listening to this shit, I feel good. I'm glad. Alright, I have this pretty basic chop I made that I just have on my computer now. I remember the song that I made it for. It sounded like shit in the song itself, which is really funny. But I have used it in other songs. Let me actually do this instead of that's not a number. Instead of stretching it. No, that's. Are you fucking me? I have to hit enter? That's really funny. 170. Yeah, because see, it was going to be like a little off. C major. Got a minor fractured bone? What happens? Are you okay? So I don't know. Wait, so what am I in? I'm in C sharp minor, which is E major? Yeah. Am I in C sharp? Am I even in C? I am in C sharp minor. Okay, yes. That would be E, which is 4 up from this. Nothing too crazy. That's good, at least. If you step foot in Omaha, Nebraska, you'll be dealt with. That doesn't sound very threatening. What if I just do, Oh no, what if I do like you know, and then like this, and then like this, and I'll EQ this accordingly. Let me first name the thing because I'm kind of obsessed about that. Shit. Oh my god. The fumes. If you dare to walk backwards, you'll be eviscerated. What about sprinting backwards? Did you know you can do that in Bedrock Edition? I mean, not anymore because somebody reported it as a fucking bug like an idiot, but of course. That was a useful movement option. Am I making this up? Yeah, you know, this might sound good in context. Let me just, you know, get rid of the spots in which there are fills, and then, yeah. Cool. That sounds pretty good. Just try not to go too slow. Oh, I'll try. It's just like a kind of like a vocal chant almost. You can barely make out, which is nice. It's like kind of sits pretty in the mix. I need to go to bed. You might need to go to bed. That's okay. I forgive you. All right. I don't hold grudges here. I have a long week ahead of you starting tomorrow. Well, yeah. You ought to get hello. Yeah, you ought to get some shut eye. I'm gonna get payphone. I need to. Niniko, hi. A long week of partying? Oh yeah. It's America 250, baby. Freedom, and etc. I'm gonna get payphone site youtube.com payphone acapella. I woke up for a moment. Oh, I've been woke. All right, I'm gonna have these two candidates, and unfortunately that does mean I'm going to have to mute the desktop audio so that I don't get fucking claimed for this bullshit. The real fem took over for a second. What's the real fem? I'd love to hear your interpretation of the real fem. This is 13 years ago. This bodes well, actually. Let me tell you right now, this shit is clean as a fucking whistle. All right, perfect. Well, actually, now that I mentioned clean, is it the clean version? Hold on. Nice streaming. How's the song going? It's going. You know, it's actually chugging along nicely. Just relaxing after shit on the schoolwork. Nice. Did they say fucking payphone or did they say shit? All those fairy tales are full of shit. No, this is the pop version where it says the fairy tales are full of it. Whatever, and I'll concede. Okay. You should check out Deep Cover when you get a chance. I should. You should remind me of my Discord server because I'm gonna forget, but I will. What am I doing? 4K video downloader. But yeah, no, the song's coming along kind of nicely. You know, I'm like. Here, I'll play what I have so far while I'm doing this 4K video downloading bullshit. Look who done got stem splitter in her FL. Yeah, well, look who don't got multiple modes of stem splitting to switch from. Look who don't got freedom.
Don't cut me down, I ain't go to class. I'd rather die before I come in last. I ain't feel like this in a long time. I ain't feel like this in a long time. I ain't had shit in a long time. Just to feel like this shit took a long time. Just to feel like this shit took a long time. Just to look like this shit took a long time. Just to look like this shit took a long time.
Shut the fuck up. But yeah, that's what we got so far, ish. I gotta go. Good night. It was nice seeing you. Alright. Yeah, it's been a long day. And it's gonna be a long night too. I'll just tell Maximus shut up. I honestly, I didn't know. I don't know. Don't you? Whoa, wait. Oh my fucking god. I forgot about that song. I completely forgot about that song. Why did I forget about that song? See you again. Acapella. Fembread, more like rude bread. You know, when I used to stream, like... Dang, fuck, Jesus Christ, took forever. How did I forget about that song? By having many other songs in your minds. Forgot about Who Knew by Pink, yeah. It's not like the most streamed song. No, that's probably like Despacito. Determined from the Lemonade Mouth is classic. I don't know why that's not on my list. Things to sample. Because I've watched the movie as a kid because I was like, you know, musically inclined. I played guitar and I thought it was cool that Disney was doing something like, you know, that vibe. I need to watch more Disney Channel original movies, if anything, just in general. What am I doing? Lemonade Mouth. Yeah. Okay, and then, sorry, yeah, this is already... Also, Yaoi Butt, this is way better than getting a stem splitter, because if you find an upload of a song that's been split, but it's like from 8 or 9 years ago, before stem splitting was even a thing, really, chances are you'll get a way cleaner rip than if you were to stem split it, you know? Although... stem splitting sometimes sounds cooler because it has like spectral sort of artifacts, but like I like getting the cleanest version I can of an acapella. Team Beach Movie, I vaguely remember that, but I don't think I've seen it. Oh, I can't hear you. Fucking Christ. Did I? No. Yeah, no. Okay. 5 years. Camp Rock. Oh my god, Camp Rock. Shake It by Metro Station. Is that the... touch like this, like that. Is that? Broke Boy by Flight? I have that on my list already, I'm pretty sure. It's not gonna fit in this song, I don't think. Yes, it is that song. I'll put it on my list. Things to think. I'm getting so fucking sidetracked, though. Shake its metro station. I already have broke boy written down in another sample folder. I know I do. Nothing but a broke boy. Okay. I don't even think I'm gonna need this really. I'll have it open just in case. So I have payphone. All of my change I spent on you. You know. What BPM is this song even? Kind of crazy how Flight has that much longevity. Yeah. It is, honestly. Fit the tempo. I'm just gonna pray it works. I wonder when we're gonna start making some fucking music and stop fucking yapping! Oh, that's slower. That's actually stupid. Oh, it's like twice as slow. Oh, let me do 75 to 150. I might get super claimed for this. Is my desktop audio still off? No, it's on. Yeah, that's the BPM. Yeah. So, that's like... I thought FL's BPM detect thing just doesn't work at all. No, it does. It can get a little weird with acapellas. But no, it absolutely works. Use it all the time. Which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down, 7 up. It's a fifth away. Hopefully it pitches into the cool squeaky territory and not the annoying squeaky territory. Yeah, no, that's the steezy territory. That's good. I kind of just want to do... I also think this is wrong. I think it's sharp. I counted wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I did count wrong. Is it 7 down, 5 up? Ich bin da. Yeah. Like there. I want to just take that. Like... And like have it be like layered, so it's like this. Oh, it's disabled. You know, like I can't count. I can't count. I keep forgetting I'm like stupid. It's something meant to be like here. And then they'll be like here. You know. Like that, you know. You got the idea. My SoundCloud began to play randomly and I thought it was coming from you, so I was about to comment something low-key really dumb. Yeah. It happens to the best of us, don't it? You know. That's the idea. 17 likes, it's low-key huge. Can we break 20? I think that used to be in my Shazams. I'm only gonna break your heart. Things to sample. That's also fire. Wait, shit. Teo. No, I know it's Teo. I know that. It was in the list somewhere, and it's gone now, but it's back. I'm only gonna break yo. I think I might have fucking Teo a Teo song on my computer. Yeah, it's I'm on a hangover. Whoa. Remember Ayo and Teo? They just do dance videos now. Wasn't that their whole thing? I know they made some music, but like, you know, I forgot about that song. Holy, that's what I mean. Like, you can just have gaps in your memory for what was popping off. I mean, I don't need it to be layered for that long, and I can just have it be like that. Like, Rolex got 1 billion views, no fucking way. I mean, it was a classic. Didn't take out that much emotion. It was literally Ayo and fucking Teo. Like, come on. Put some respect on that. Oh yeah, popular emotes. Keep forgetting. Deserved. Real shit. And I gotta like bring it up to volume. Is it already focused? It is. So let's do that. Let's put it to volume and like, you know, process it the way that we process sounds. Alright, there's a popping there that I don't like, and so it's gonna, you know, just put on generic. Which also means the hard cuts won't be so hard, so if I, like, do this... There's a bit of, I don't know, there might be a bit of bleed into the fills, but... That's a risk I'm willing to take. And this is gonna be the da-da-da. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, cool. Alright, why? No, shut the fuck... I think that's compressed enough, for a single band, and then we can bring it up to the multi-band compressor. Blueface should have a 1 billion views on one of his songs. Probably, yeah. Generic declicking has saved my ass so many times. Same. It is pretty damn useful. Dude, it's crazy people call them off. Yeah, because it was like kind of, you know, like... It was a new style. It had to grow on you, and it grew on people. What I might do is like the delay thing, honestly, on this. Ow. It's called hashtag swing. It's called hashtag syncopation. No, it's just like a lazy flow, and it's a good lazy flow, you know? Ow. Good to know this is already up to volume, and I have to clip it. Maybe I still will, though. Game and sauce. That's not what I was looking for. I guess I must have fat fingered up or something when I hit enter. Do I have to redo the chops? No. Thank fuck. Fucking anyway, game and sauce. Yep. Make it louder. And watching fembread stream intently trying to learn. You might learn something, you might not, because I have a very specific way of doing things. Delay, EQ, what? This is the delay thing I was talking about. And so we'll go ahead and make this like this long so that we can take this and then do that twice. So that we can get the thing. it'll probably start here, if anything. And then I should have this be sure to be off. Yeah. Call me a plugin the way you play with my dry wet knob. That's alright, you know, 7 out of 10. That's not bad at all, actually. Can't cut. Yes, Sirski. And then just kind of loop that hoe. Which means now we can justify putting this in different ears. Which I know most people that I know just did shit with an automation clip. I just like using LFO tool. I don't know what it is. I just like using LFO tool. God, this is nice. Thank you. Half note. You know. Big LFO tool got you. Yeah, because I don't have to like copy and paste the automation clip across the whole fucking... No rapper is gay and knowledgeable in production enough to use that bar. Maybe break it. I can never imagine saying that though. Like, shorty playing my dry wet no. Like, what would it like? Yeah, we're getting somewhere. Random question: how do you get yourself back into music after you feel like you've had a long break from it? Honestly, if just opening up a project and fucking around doesn't work, then listening to music that I normally don't listen to tends to work. Or like listening to older music, finding sample ideas, or, you know, either seeking out new stuff or refamiliarizing myself with stuff that I might have forgotten over the years. Or maybe looking up some sort of tutorial or somebody recreating something that I think could be cool and like teaches me some techniques I might want to like experiment with and just start fucking around, really. And until something comes out of it. There is a little bit of an element of me like kind of forcing myself to like buckle down and try to trust the process enough to see it to fruition, to like, you know, have something actually come of it. Because you gotta at least have like some amount of patience with yourself to let an idea develop, right? But, you know, something new definitely helps because input equals output. So you make the input more interesting, the output is more interesting too. So I think this is a little harsh and mix overall. And I need to, what do I need to do here? I almost want to do the same thing where I cut it here and like do some, oh my god. Okay, hold on. Do some type of fill. What? Can you go back to that master chain? I want to analyze. There is no master chain. It's a clipper. That's it. All this is like monitoring stuff. So this is my loudness meter. Which for measuring loudness when it comes to uploading something to like SoundCloud, you look at integrated, not short term. All right, and then it's my wave candy, which is what you see in the bottom right, and then my span. which I have set to block size 4096. I have the frequency low down to 1 so I can see like DC stuff happening and whether or not I need to mitigate that. And then the range high is set higher because the default's like neg 18 and it's just too loud for that. You know, it starts peaking above, so I need some headroom. Said that just said neg 1 yard of goddamn minds. Yeah, but like take that into account of like a reference track or something. What is it? Valdez? And this is a SoundCloud rip too, so like you know. Their stuff is way louder. Do I want it to be that loud? Not necessarily, because I think it's loud for the sake of it. But like, you know, as far as the scene goes, it's like not that. It's crazy loud, but it's like there's louder out there, and people gravitate towards that stuff because it's more immediately like knock your socks off. Holy shit, you know. I do dislike the sheer amount of above 16K that's happening. So, let me see if I can get the fuck over here. That's headphones music. That's what I mean. It's like, it is purely headphones music. I mix with more like speakers and shit in mind, but like, you know, the mono compatibility of what I just showed you is pretty good, you know, so it's like it does get played, you know, in some like shows and shit. They just happen to be like Japanese, you know. I don't know of any scene in like New York City or anything, which sucks, because I'm trying to get put on, you know. There's something happening where there shouldn't be something happening. Yeah, that's a more natural. Oh yeah, it's I should definitely automate the the mix knob of this patcher preset so I can like get the fuck out of the way of this fill. Where is it? Here it is. I'm gonna head out and get some sleep. I am scatterbrained tonight, but I hope you guys have a good stream. I hope you have a good night's rest. It's important that you do, because it's good for your brain. I have no idea what the hell I would put. Pillows and blankets, bruv. Is that just like your sign off for people going to sleep? Like going to sleep? I know that's not who I think it is. Why the fuck are we in the same time zone? Is it 2:30 in the fucking morning for your dumbass too? The one time you pop out to a stream. 1:30, I'm chilling. Okay, it's more reasonable. Anyway, welcome. This type of shit I be doing every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday at midnight EST. Everyone say hi to the celebrity. Say hi to the celebrity. Say hi to Athera and be nice. Don't be mean. Whatever. I'm working on the drop right now. You know, doing some basic shits. Figuring out the half number 2 for the drop, which I might not even do tonight. I'm not tired. I'm actually on as fuck, which is kind of really funny. But whatever. I don't know. I'm gonna schmigger this shit out. You know what I do need actually? Hold on, I need this to be even more staccato-y. So LFO tool number 2. Actually, here, let me be fancy real quick. Double click so it's focused. LFO tool. Boom, boom, boom. 16th. And then let's do something like this. Why is it split on, dickhead? You know. Me when it doesn't translate to the final mix? My fucking dumbass. Alright, that's fine. Thinking. I don't know if adding like a 16th note hit marker or like some sort of roll, like a laser roll, would take away from the groove or add to it. I fear it might take away from the ethereal wall of sound sort of vibe I'm going for, but whatever. Octo, gone, hit marker. Let's try it out anyway, because music is all about experimentation. Rolls always work. For this like very specific sort of future-based sounding vibe, I'm not sure, but we're finna find out. And the idea would be something along the lines of I Spy by Colin Yachty didn't even have a billion? Really? Loki pissed at Ayo and Tatum? You know what? Justifiably so. And then this is the part where... Ah, shut the fuck up! Where it goes... Wait, can I count? That's what I thought. Okay. No. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. And then I need to... Maybe I'll have it be more ticky. You know? That part of the mix is taken up by a lot of shit, so maybe more like 300. Oh, you actually can't hear it. What if I just like, fuck you. Yeah, cool. Now let's dial it back. Yeah. Oh my god!
At Athra super chatted for $99.
Athra!
Channel high.
Super chatting $4.99. Actually, thank you. That helps a lot. Helps me get out the fucking guttish. You know what I mean? If I had money, I'd throw. Do you have a Bandcamp? If you don't, you're throwing. You should. If I had money, I'd help, but I don't. I'm actually broke as fuck. I do indeed. You should. That's good. Yeah, sure. Wait, so then maybe I can get away with the tickier sound. I just don't know if I'm a huge fan of the vibe. That's like fine. That's dialed. And then it's a little less like fill heavy this first part, just because I want it to be a rush. And not as much of this. That's a cool sound. Maybe less of it though. No. Yeah. When that pay hip check hit, real spill. What if I do a little bit of you know? And then pause there. Yeah. And then we start changing snares and shit. I don't know what the fill is gonna be yet, honestly, so fuck it, I'm just gonna not do it. Dead center zaps? Oh. Let me try panning it to the left and to the right and see how that sounds. My fucking god, you're so picky. Put the smooth on like, I don't know, 9, and I'll do like... No, I'll just do this instead of doing like the hard cut shit, and then this would be half note. Did I put on the wrong fucking... Where did it go? Where do we go now? Where in the actual fuck did I put that fucking sound? Because it... I'm just on PB at 22k. Huffin and Huffin only. It's inflated as fuck. Don't even worry about it, bro. It went on a track with nothing but... Is it on current? No, it's on current. Current is such a funny track. You guys ever use current? It's really stupid. I don't know why it exists, but I guess it's useful in some way to someone. No shot I put it here. Nah, it's hilarious. Awesome. Boom. And it's because of that 2Mad video, yeah. That 2Mad video that shall not be named. The only reason why it's still up is because it pays me. You know, every couple months, but it still pays me. When the income from like streaming and super chats and stuff like that substantially outpaces the income from Huffin, I'll take that bitch down. I'll unlist it, obviously, because people will cry, but I'll take that bitch down. Is current before or after the master track? It's neither. It's current. It's whatever you have selected. It'll apply the effect to that. Here, let me explain. Let me do some real shit posty stuff. Let me put a big ass bit crusher on this hoe, right? And then let's say I am highlighting the kick, or the bass, or the... You know what I mean? It's current. It makes you wonder, like, what is it for actually? I know someone uses it for something to like A/B test on some shit or whatever the hell, but like, what the fuck? Anyway, why is 2Mad bad? Low key, I forgot. Hold on, no, but let me focus harder once I fucking. I like it in the center more, personally. What happens if you export a song with something on the current track? That's a great question. I have no idea. I kind of don't want to test that right now. I'm a little cocked in. But the thing with 2Mad is, like, you know, his whole, like, on-camera bit of, you know, being goofy, wacky, funny, goofy, wacky, was becoming a lot more of a actual just how he interacted with everyone in his daily life. Like, you could never, ever, ever, ever be serious with the guy. Ever. Like, it was a problem. And also, he just started going off the rails and doing mad drugs and shit and just being a general nuisance to his friends. There's a clip of him, like, in the passenger seat of the car, you know, doing some random bit, and then he, like, kicks the windshield, like, an actual crack in the windshield, you know? And he was just being, like, you know, kind of an asshole. And then, eventually, he pushed everyone who he knew away, and then he got deeper in the drug hole, and then he OD'd. Can you compare 2Mad to King Batch? I don't know much about King Batch. But yeah, no, it was a very sad story. It was a very sad story. I mean, you know, like, it was like, he did it to himself, sort of deal. But also, like, it's just fucked up. It's a fucked up situation, you know. What if I just do the same? Never get lonely, thinking you could. No, it's too fucking on the nose. I typed it in wrong. Things to sample. Okay. Let me try this one out. Why not? Or maybe... Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, I'll try out the other one. I'm only... Alright, acapella. Teo Cruz, I still acapella. When was this made? If it's not like an older version, then 100% it's done with a splitter, which is not what I'm looking for. I'm not in the market. Oh, 4 years ago. Guaranteed it's done with a splitter. You won't be able to hear it because I want to get claims. It's the worst split you've ever heard in your life. I'll play a second of it. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. What the fuck am I listening to? Jesus Christ. Audio isolated with splitmysong.com. Damn, this is really bad. Alright, good. I guess I'm not fucking alone. Jesus. Just that 4 years ago. Well, yeah, that's when like splitting was just becoming a thing. That was not that long ago. No, I know it's not that long ago. That's what I mean. Like I knew it was gonna be with a split. And this is the same thing. Yeah, no, okay. Is the song called? Yeah, Break Your Hearts. Break Your Heart. I'm just gonna improve the SEO a little bit. Your heart. Tayo Cruz. Oh yeah, maybe I should. Tayo Cruz. Acapella. I had a space in front of the A, which bodes well. Usually they only do that one. Never mind. Never mind. It's just some dude singing it. Me singing. Cover. That's a different song. Performs. What? In the fuck? Oh no, it's just some random vocal versions. Does it mean was this like an instrumental? I'm confused. It's just the song. I'm so confused. I don't feel like fucking. I also think it was kind of a weak selection anyway, so whatever, right? Whatever. The ideation phase. What if I just say fuck it and save the rest for tomorrow morning? Because besides just looping this, which will obviously be looped, oh, I never brought this back in, did I? My fucking dumbass. And then I have to change the snare at some point. And then this will have more fills in this part, and then lead into something, and then pass it over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And let me just change the snare real quick to some bullshit. Do I have some bullshit? One shots. I am all over the place right now. Jesus. Fuck! Ow! Maybe for later. I'll do it for this snare, actually. That's what I'll do. Yeah. So I need to make this unique first of all. Thinking about that time that XQC said unique or special, and he said it a little bit too fast. If you know, you know. Ow. Trust me and the process. Just, it's even the right note. Well, we are in. Well, yeah, it's the octave, but do I want it to be that, or do I want it to be that instead? Oh, for fuck's sake! Don't fucking my brain. My brain is a hindrance to me. No, that'll be there. And I want it to be exactly that long. Just fucking hear me out. It's hard, I promise. Like, there's some swag there, you know. It fits the notes, and it's like, I mean, maybe a little less harsh, maybe. And I don't know why there's so much DC. Should hold a producer tag competition. I could, but that's just biting Odwin and also biting producer YouTubers, which I don't want to become. You know, ironic, I know. I'm on the platform and I produce, but I don't want to be a producer YouTuber. I'm a walking contradiction. But trust me, I just don't want to delve into the dark arts or generic ass, you know, like the content that everyone's fucking doing to like ride the coattails of a wave. Like, no, that's not me, you know? Keep the DC. Fuck is wrong with you? Fuck is wrong with you? Do you think okay, hold on. No. Better that. Do you think I want this fucking shit down here as a result of this snare? That's the swag. That's the charm. That's the shit that blows speakers up. Fuck you. Oh, I just replaced the preset. Oopsies. Where is it? Okay, it's not in my preset selector. That's really fun. Why? Oh, yeah, because for some reason, sometimes the X moves from here to here. Lovely. That's great. Thank you, Span. Very cool. Fem monitor for real. Oh, you know Odwin? Of course I know Odwin. I make beats. And so it's like, oh, beat producer who's funny. Yeah, no, the X is back. What the shit? I know Miss Neg One Loose isn't talking about blowing speakers up. This shit gets played, though. You know? And, like, unless the DC is, like, you know, you're trying to do some fancy DC clipping section, you know, you're just killing headroom. For fucking what? For fucking what? And it sounds the exact same. In some cases, it doesn't sound the exact same, and I know those cases. I've been around those cases. That's usually when you're making, like, distorted, like, hardcore kicks. Do you want to keep some of the DC and, you know, maybe tame it with, like, a utility as opposed to an EQ? But what the fuck are you on about? Like, come on, this shit gets played. The shit that I showed you that was, like, peaking at 0.6 lufs gets played, so, like, I'm not that crazy here, I promise. That fits in actually quite nice. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. Trust me, it's not terrible. I'll see this through until I get told by a million people otherwise. I remember I broke my old laptop speakers because I was experimenting with DC and 808s. Wow. Who would have fucking figured? Who would have figured? Let me find a dumbass snare. I hope I made this snare while I was high. Oh, it's so regular. What the fuck? Yeah, fuck it. What? Why? What if I... Vango cut his ear off and broke my speakers. It's the artistic journey. Yeah, it's the autistic journey. Sounds more like it. Like, shit. Not bad at that. I could probably process this in a way that makes more sense. Suburban ass snare. Wait, like the... Does everything... Like that? Suburban? Like Cradle's Suburban? Transient... Did I spell it right? Shaper. I must have spelled it wrong. Hello? Yes, yeah. I remember I was in a furry Discord server and they were having a talent show and then somebody saying that very poorly as their entry. And then afterwards I play guitar and they accuse me of soundboarding. And render my submission invalid because they thought I was soundboarding because I plug the guitar into an interface. Jesus fuck, that was a shit show. Oh yeah, trends and nets shaper. Fucking sick. Transient shaper. Dear Lord, free Discord server talent show. Yeah, it's a mouthful, huh? Look, I've been on the block. Okay? You know? Seen some things, been with some people, hung on some no. Yeah, actually, well, no. No. I will leave it at that. What? Oh, right, it's not. I gotta tune it. It could be cool, it's just not cool yet, but, you know. So do I want... Or do I want... Yeah. Does YouTube not like it when you say the word? No, it's nothing about that. And we'll leave it at that. Two odd wins, that's an even win. What I heard that bar, I was losing it. Ask a broken slip before I slip my penis in. I used to like King Nappy when I was younger. I bet he would have watched me when I was younger. Just still fire. I also fucked up the first part of that bar, but don't even worry about it, bro. Yeah, and then I'll do some fills at some point, like this will be I'm caving and I'm using the XGen Studios thing. That bar had me jumping all over the place, oh my lord. It's legendary. I got scared when he mentioned that individual, as one would. As one would. I'm fucking Jesus goth bitches all up on my pieces. What in the hell? You might be a visionary, you might be stupid. When you continue with the second, yeah, no, it's like, it's set up punchline, it's genius. It was really well done. I'm caving and I'm using the XGen Studio sound effect. It's like one of like 7 tags of mine. Have you not seen the clip? Maybe I have seen the clip and I just have deleted it from memory. The Ting Tang Walla Walla fucking XGen Studios. Wait, then why is it called Stick RPG 2? Wait, what? Is it because the title of it is Stick RPG 2? That is so interesting. I'm sitting on Discord, you gotta see this. Alright, let me know when it's in Gen. Damn, I'm at that point in the stream where my voice is like starting to go. Because I normally only stream for like a hot 90 minutes. But, you know, I'm kind of cooking, so I'm keeping going. It's fucked. I got food in the kitchen I'm trying to eat. And I still haven't started with that, so I'm gonna get some terrible sleep again. No, dude. But like, whatever. It's worth it for the grind. And because I'm on, I might as well, you know, use the energy while I have it. And the tea kicked in. The tea absolutely kicked in. I'm not, like, you go to the beginning of the stream, I sound like I'm fucking dead. On the floor. Tirao. You know what I mean? But I'm good now, so, you know. No. Oops. Didn't mean for that to happen. Sounds nice, though. I'm not already in a key. Oh, no, it's let's work, bruh. I forgot who said that. What the Johns? Deltarune save file, ass noise. Why are you still here? I'm cooking. That's why I'm still here. Alright, you still here, huh? Why'd you pop out? Either slay or too slimy. I don't think so. Che. Oh my Johnson, hi Shizzy. Jesus Christ. Yo, if you start being a fucking idiot, I'm banning you on site. I don't care. I'll time you out for like 10 minutes or some shit. Put you on probation. Yeah, but you still haven't found the clip that you said you were gonna send. By the way, I remember these things. Effector. We shall a bit to crush this and then I could. And you also need to compress it so the intro is a little memes. Okay, cool. No memes in general, chat. Look, I was a part of Discord when no memes in gen was an actual thing. But I'm glad we got over that. Am I gonna get claimed for this? I hope not. I have I not? I probably would have not watched this out of spite because it would be making fun of X. I'm not watching the whole thing. Is there a timestamp? Claimed.
Slip my fucking wrist on a cross. I fucking.
Yeah, that's a classic. Or these are just like various. What the hell?
Wake me up inside. Wake me up.
Yeah.
Wake me up inside. Save me.
Yeah. Good. And there's some random. Oh, referring to the first clip? No, I've seen that before. I just don't remember the lyrics. That made the rounds on Instagram. It was a hood classic. Save me. Okay, then we can EQ and push volume. And you know what? Serum FX. Let's put on some diaper dimension on this shit. I was thinking about how to say that in a goofy ass way, and I figured it out. Right, detune, a little bit of detune, not too much detune. My thing is, what if I just... Ow. What if I just do that and then put a mid-side on it and call it a day? Mid-side patcher. Jesus. Just let me be me! It sounds like it's in my left fucking ear. Am I crazy? Also, does it not completely get phased out? No, it sounds fine. But it does sound a little left ear dominant for some fucking reason. Can I do anything about that besides just straight up panning it right? Which means it would be... Well, if it's in mono, it wouldn't be... It would just be mono, yeah. Just sounds weird. It? That's the last thing I want to do. You think I'm going to split the signal into two? That just sounds like chorus when you merge it together. Fuck no, I'm not going to fucking it. You got me fucked up. Yeah, I think that's the sweet spot, except I need to now do this. There we go. It's nice and full. Yeah, I do care about mono because if I'm making stuff loud at -1 LUFS, I want it to also be loud in mono. No, is that not justifiable? Is that not reasonable? And then part for the chorus, we put a little thing here. One of those snare rolls. Related titles here. What's up? Welcome. Aussie Chaser. You talking about me? What are you talking about? Yeah, that's my best Brooklyn. There you go. What am I doing? I literally just forgot. I remember. 85 did a video about Monica Komodo stereo sub. It was really cool. Oh yeah, I should probably look into that. The one snare fill, it's like, you know. You were given a nationality and a purpose. What is that in reference to? I feel like you just kind of said that. One six a beat, and then, you know. I could probably change it for something else, like. Yeah. Not no lie. I used to spam no lie my older like Daria stuff. Don't go digging though. 2000 late sucks. Planet of the Fembread half sucks. The second half is better than the first. And I think the last time I used no lie was in the Audwin sample challenge, which I fucking bombed. Because people had like 3 drop 5-minute feature length films, and I simply did not. Because I kind of started like the day before or something stupid like that. And then let's put in like a cashmere big snare here. Some part of that was bars. I don't know though. Snaps, snares, big snares. I don't want to spam this one though. What's the no light origin? Because it sounds like a really pitched down hi-hat. No idea. What's the name of the fish spin emote? I wonder what it could be. I guess I'll indulge in whatever the fuck this is. And then it starts right. One thing I don't know why. Doesn't even matter how hard you try. No. No. Okay, yeah, cool. Oh, there's gonna be so many fish in my fucking chat. Let me compress this even further. Unless it already is, like... No, it's not. I hate drawing hands with a burning passion. It is a capital J, it's case sensitive. You can also, on the website, the popular emotes all the way down to Music Bliss or Music Time or something are available to use. And if you install the extension, you can see which ones that are available for this channel. Like some very... There are some hitters like Kaka and very cats. I should have an emotes. there should be a command that allows stream elements to like be like, hey, the emotes that are in this channel, but apparent fucking lean nods. Actually, let me make sure. Default commands new. It is a thing. Why is it not? Do I have to do like emotes BTTV or something? Like emotes BTTV. It's probably just not gonna work. Oh, there it is. And it did it twice. Cool. Fucking Christ. But yeah, that's the emote list. As well as Asian shh. Now that's a classic. Some of these are in the popular list already. You'll notice that E-Smile is an emote there. It's not the right name for it. I have to rename it to Aga, because that's what it's called. It's called Aga. But, you know, whatever. Anyway, compression. Jesus, fucking... Yeah, it's perfect. And then we can just make it loud as hell, and then EQ a bitch. Do I even need to EQ the bitch? For real? Maybe I need to mute everything here. Besides the... You know, like that. Also, I need to adjust the mix of this real quick. Because fucking ow. Open meme, sample that low key.
Can't sleep like this. I can't sleep. What am I gonna do? Baby, just calm down.
That only seeks to make me jealous, so fuck you. Because I can't do that. I can't do that. I mean, I'll definitely bookmark that so I can practice later. But I can't do that. I want to. I won't do it on stream, that's for surely. But I can't do that, so fuck you. And also, no, I will never, ever, ever sample some shit like that ever in my fucking life. That dude is insane. Is it really just some dude with an impression? Another reason why it's rope fuel. I'm gonna use a 4chan term for now because, like, Jesus Christ. And you know what? I think this is about as much as I realistically have in a tank for my brain to work on. I streamed for way longer than I thought I would. Now let's, from the top, make it drop. That's a wet ass pussy. Let's see what the hell we're working with.
Don't cut me down, I ain't go to class. I'd rather die before I come in last. I ain't feel like this in a long time. I ain't feel like this in a long time. I ain't had shit in a long time. Just to feel like this, it took a long time. Just to feel like this, it took a long time. Just to look like this, it took a long time. Just to look like this, it took a long time.
And call me crazy, I don't think the rolls work, actually. If I'm being dead ass, maybe for like the second half or something, I'll mute it and keep it here just in case I actually want them. But I don't think they work that well. I don't think they're very good. But like, you know, they could be hard. Let me just do this instead. It's way faster. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan, personally. I don't know. Something about it. Good day to you. Good day to you as well, Hydra2635. I guess this is the benefit of having the stream up for a longer time than 90 minutes. People can actually catch the damn thing. So let's run it from around here. Hey, I didn't add those numbers. Well, you were the one who thought you could get the OG name Hydro, so I gotta say it and call you out for having 2635 at the end of your name. Something there. Like, that makes way more sense. That makes way more sense. Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Cool. Yeah, that's all my brain can muster for now. You did join at the exact end. You know, at least you caught it. At least you were here for me to make fun of your name. You know? There's some connection there. You couldn't get that from a VOD. But yeah, so if you were here from like the beginning of the stream, you're a legend because it was almost 3 damn hours, all right? Some crazy shit. We up now. I mean, the AVD is not that good for the total length of the stream, which is why I tend to cut it down to 90 minutes. But, you know, I had ideas that lasted this long to make, and I'm glad that I saw them to fruition. And thank you for thinking the song is banging. I also think it's banging. I do have plans, maybe, for someone to hop on this. I won't say who, but someone. You could take your guesses. But I won't say who. But I figured that if I want to get any motion in the comm, I should be fucking collaborating with people and not just doing my lonely. And now's a good time, too, because I'm getting more, like, known within the scene and everything. You know, it's someone with $5. No, don't leak though. But because there's an equal chance that it's just not gonna happen. You know what I mean? So like, don't, you know, just fucking real shit though. It could just straight up not happen, and that's good too. That's fine. You know, creative differences and whatnot. But yeah. I got FPSs, what can I say? No, yeah, seriously, thank you so much for tuning in. If you're not in the Discord server already, it's in the description. You gotta verify that hoe, so you could join that hoe and speak in that hoe. Please support me on Bandcamp. I'm broke as shit. I need the money. I'm straight up. I'm about to take a job at Mickey D's. I'm that desperate. It's fucked. It's not good. And yeah, I will see you potentially on Monday at midnight with maybe some more to this track. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Good night now. Goodbye. Good night now.